Okay, when we first start this video off, I just want to say that Paul Walker has been like one of my favorite actors ever since Too Fast, Too Furious came out. Not the first Fast and Furious, but Too Fast, Too Furious. And I just want to say that I liked him a lot. I didn't want to do the video when he first died, whatever, because I still couldn't believe that dude was even dead like that. I mean, he wasn't like a big star, but I liked him a lot. The best movie I ever liked him in was Running Scared. That was my favorite movie I ever seen him in. Like that's the movie. I mean, I liked him in Fast and Furious and Into the Blue and Varsity Blues and all that, but I really didn't start really liking Paul Walker real hard until I seen Too Fast, Too Furious, and Running Scared. I think is one of my favorite movies by that man, yo. And I'm not gonna lie, man. Like me watching movies like Fast and the Furious and stuff like that when I was young and coming up, that's what made me want to even like get in my car and want to race. You know what I'm saying? Watching those kind of movies. You know, he brought back stuff that I used to feel a long time ago when I was like a little boy. I used to watch the Knight Rider TV show, and I used to be a big fan of Knight Rider. So, and then I used to watch this other movie called Smokey and the Bandits. Then I seen this other joint called Bandit, which was about another dude who liked to drive crazy cars and stuff like that before Fast and Furious came out. I like Van Diesel too, but Van Diesel was like more of my favorite character from the movie I liked that Van Diesel really in a lot was called Man Apart and Babylon AD. That was one of my movies I liked. Van Diesel. Van Diesel wasn't the one who really stood out to me the most in Fast. Everybody, That's what everybody went to go see. They went to go see Van Diesel when it came to Fast and the Furious. But the thing is, I really liked it Paul Walker more. I didn't when I saw the first Fast and the Furious in the movies. The first one called Fast and the Furious, and I was like, it's alright. It's another movie. I really didn't start liking Fast and Furious for real till Too Fast, Too Furious came out. That's when I really started paying attention to it. Then when Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift came out, I liked that too. But the thing is, Paul Walker was one of my favorite actors. Don't get me wrong, he wasn't probably the best actor in the world, but in my opinion, I think he was kind of underrated because everybody thought that he was just another pretty motherfucker, like guy girl said, oh, he's just a pretty boy with blue eyes, and a lot of my girls I used to go with, or they would say, oh, he's cute, blah blah blah, all that kind of shit. But I always thought he was pretty cool, But people tell me all the time I always root for the underdogs. But nah, I always liked the Paul Walker though. That one of the movies that he showed me he had a different range of acting and like different range of characters he could play was Running Scared, and a movie he played in called The Lazarus Project, which when he was matter of fact, Lazarus Project was kind of a low budget type movie, but I still liked it because it had a good story to me. And about a guy who just got out of jail trying to do things right, but then when he got out of jail, he wanted to do one last job. Then that last job, he wound up being found guilty. Then he died, and he thought he was dead. But the thing was, they sent him somewhere to live, and he thought he was dead the whole time. He thought he was like in heaven or another place or something. But all the time, they was doing some kind of experiment on people who died or whatever to make them try to live a different life. But I liked it. I like that movie a lot. That showed me he had a different range of characters. I haven't seen the movie Hours yet. I was trying to look everywhere I could to find that movie, but it was hard to find. But yeah, I mean, I miss Paul Walker though. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. He was good, and I was looking forward to the Fast, Furious 7 to come out because I seen everyone in the movies. The only Fast and Furious that I didn't see in the movies was probably no. I seen every last one of them in 5, and I seen Takers, but I ain't want to speak on that like that when he first died because I ain't want to be one of those bandwagon type motherfuckers. Just jumping on bandwagon because he dead. Or, I always been a Paul Walker fan. You can ask anybody who was really close to me and knew, like my friend Eric knew, my cousin Dwayne, what they call him Ivy, she definitely knew. A lot of my friends knew, so you know. Matter of fact, I used to always joke around and I used to always fuck around when I used to drive. I can't say, man, I'm the black Brian O'Connor. I used to say that shit all the time. You know, and I used to drive a car, you know, or I was trying to race against people and shit like that. I would say, bitch, I'm the black, you know, I'm the black Brian O'Connor, bitch. Don't fuck with me, you know. I would just, you know, like that. Um, but yeah, you know, I really enjoyed the dude, man. And it's a sad that he died like that, you know. You know, it's just movies that you play, you know, sometimes when you play a certain character, it does kind of affect your real life, you know. I mean, I'm not even gonna say it in stunt, it does. But I just want to say rest in peace, man. To, you know, Paul Walker, whatever, man. He was a real good guy. You know what I'm saying? Off the set, he was a good guy. You know, he had a heart. He treated people like somebody. Um, he was into a lot of nature shit. You know, he liked the he wanted to really be like a marine, like biologist type person. He always wanted to be the ones who got. So when he was doing Into the Blue, that was really like what he was going to school for. He was actually going to school for stuff like that, learning about marine biology and all that kind of stuff. And he was kind of like a daredevil dude, you know, and everything. Like, the thing I hate though is everybody keep trying to say Van Diesel is the star. Don't get me wrong, I like Van Diesel. Van Diesel's a cool guy. He's a great guy. You know, I like Van Diesel too. But what got me really liking Fast and Furious is really Paul Walker. When they did Tokyo Drift, I was like, damn, Paul Walker ain't in it. They're like, shit, he been there and when? Cause well, then they said, well, Van Diesel's at the end. I'm like, oh, okay. So that was pretty cool. But the thing is, you know, Paul Walker was always my favorite character in the whole Fast and the Furious thing. Brian O'Connor was my favorite character, and I was hoping that they didn't, you know, kill him off. I was glad that, you know, to hear that Universal Studios decided that they gonna make the character just retire. You know, I was thinking, you know, if they retire him, I was thinking of a way they could do it instead of, cause see, I always felt like Fast and the Furious to me was always like a story that could go on and on and on. Like Fast and Furious could never end to me. Like even if you don't have Dom or you don't have Brian or you don't have you know, Roman Pierce or any of them, you know, Han, any of them. Fast and the Furious can always go on to me because Fast and the Furious can always be about, you know, somebody else. It don't always have to be. Tokyo Drift proved that to you. Tokyo Drift was the first time they had all different characters. And that show you right there that it don't always have to be about the same character every time. Like, I would like it in Fast and Furious if they ever went back to Suki, show whatever happened to her, like, you know, after Too Fast, Too Furious, because you never heard nothing about Suki. I would just like to see what her character have done since then. Another thing I would like to always, you know, wonder, like, you know, when Ja Rule character played, you know, one of the drivers, whatever happened to his character in it? You know, Fast and Furious could never end because Fast and Furious will always be about different people or different things, you know. So I don't really feel like that the franchise have to end just because, you know, Paul Walker's dead. And don't get me wrong, Paul Walker is one of my favorite characters in the Fast and Furious. You guys, anybody that know me, I would tell you, Brian O'Connor is my favorite fucking character in the movie. Matter of fact, he's the reason why I want me a fucking Skyline, man, so damn bad. Because I seen it in Too Fast, Too Furious. I'm like, damn, like, he really driving that shit on the right side. Like, yo, I want me one of those. But, like, you can't really bring them in my state like that. You can, but it's not really a car you're supposed to have in America because of the regulations. There's a lot of, like, restrictions just for being in this, like, state in Virginia that I stay in or whatever. So, but, yeah. Like, he was one of my favorite characters. But like I was trying to say about Fast and Furious, it never could end because it always could be about somebody else. But I was thinking, I was thinking in Universal, if they ever decide to really kill off his character, I was thinking, like, if they want to do it this way, instead of, I mean, I'm glad they retired him. That's a good thing they did. But I was wondering, like, if they did kill him off, he really didn't have to die. Because, like, what they could have did was, you know, he fell off, his car blowed up, blah, blah, blah. But then when they go to the car, nobody in it. You feel me? And they can always like kind of end it like, they never found the body, and then his brother like Cody Walker, whatever, they made him do it or whatever. They could have had him like, I got into a bad car accident, but the blast of the explosion from the crash fucked my face up so bad that I had to get plastic surgery or something like that. And then Brian O'Connor could have just came back. That's the way I could have looked at it. And now it still can go other ways. Because look, his son could always like come take over. Or you could find out that, Brian O'Connor probably had like a little sister or a little cousin or something that could race just like him or something. They could put her in it. Like, I was thinking that, I don't know if she would want to do it because, she did just lose her dad. But I was just saying, if she ever was up to it or she felt like it, I was thinking that maybe his daughter, Metal Walker, could like, later on, take his spot. She could be, his sister or his cousin or something. And the Brown and the O'Connor thing could still go on. And then on top of that, he still got a son. He got a wife, So I don't think that they should really retire his character. What I think they should do is somehow make it that his character can still be in it. And like, I'm sure they got plenty of footage or plenty of CGI shit that even if he did want to retire, like they did want to make Brian O'Connor's character retire, he could always be featured. Like in every Fast and the Furious they have, he could always be featured. Like, hey, somebody want to talk to you. They're like, who? He's a race just like you, Brian O'Connor. Then they could sit down, CGI like his brother or whatever, have him say, hey, I heard, he could always be like somebody who could help them out at the last minute, like how they did. If you watch the new Star Treks, you see how the old Spock always help out the new Spock and the new Kirk. They could have did something like where Brian, even though he's retired, if they need help or something like that, or they need a question answered or something, they can always come and talk to him or ask him something, and something that he says or something that he knows can help them with something. That would be a good little twist on things. I think that would be kind of dope. But that's just my imagination. But that's what I was thinking about Fast and the Furious though. But I'm not gonna lie, man. The series ain't gonna be really the same without them, But I know that it can be worked around, because I've seen cheesier and cornier ass movies way than the like Fast and the Furious franchise, and if the old character didn't want to do it or somebody died, they always get somebody else to do it, and could, have reference and always make a reference to them. That will always be dope, But that's just me wishful thinking, man. But yeah, man. Rest in peace, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? I hope God really have mercy on your soul and everything, and I really do hope that you make it into the kingdom of God's heaven, man. That's what I really pray for and hope more than anything else. I hope that your soul did make it to heaven, and I hope that your daughter and your family will be blessed, man. But yeah, you was one of my favorite actors, man. I'm not bull jiving you, or I'm not just saying this just to get no YouTube fame or anything. Because I told you, when I do YouTube videos, I don't even get paid for it, or I don't even do that. I just make the video. When I first did YouTube, I wanted to get paid, and I don't want to do that now. I just want to give a message, and whoever listens, whoever don't, just don't, That's where I want to go with this. But, yeah, man, I hope everything works out, though. Alright, y'all, man. I'll probably be doing a little bit more videos. But that was something I've been thinking about since his death, man. I just didn't want to say anything right away because I just didn't want to say anything, Another thing that I kind of learned too, and this might be wrong. Don't take this the wrong way, whoever look at this video, but his death kind of showed me in a way to stop looking at all these celebrities. Like, what I mean is, I always looked up to certain celebrities, and I noticed that the ones I really looked up to a lot, or the ones I really cared about a lot, would be the ones that always died. I'm not trying to say it, oh, it's because of me. You know me, I'm nobody. I'm just a regular person. It's just that I noticed that the people that I really liked always seemed to be the ones that died. So my thing is, I'm gonna just try to live my own life and not try to, like, have love. Even though I like celebrities, and like I said, I like seeing them, and I even met a few celebrities in person, actually talked to them and everything, and respecting them as mutual people. But I think that one thing that his death has showed me is that you should learn how to just, live your own life and love your own life, and don't try to look up to a celebrity or any of these other people for any kind of reason. You should always keep your head high and look to God. That should be the one you follow. Jesus and God should be the ones that you really look up to. It's nice to see celebrities and stuff like that, but I'm starting to learn now that as I got a little older, that it's better just to learn about yourself and learn about God, learn about Jesus. I mean, it's cool to learn about celebrities and everything too, but I'm just saying, like, it's better just for you just to be your own person and just, respect their art, respect what they do, like them, but don't go gaga and crazy over them, because when you get real gaga and crazy over them, tragedy like this happens, And just throw you some lines out there. My favorite rapper is Tupac Shakur. I like them. I started liking him since '94. That's when I really started liking Tupac Shakur. He died. One of my favorite male actors, man, was Brandon Lee, because I looked at his dad a lot, and I said, I wasn't even born when his dad died or passed away or whatever. I just like watching his movies so much. When I was little, the first movie I seen by Bruce Lee was Game of Death. So when I see when the credits would go off and they would show the clips from all his other movies while he fighting and beating up people, I thought Bruce Lee was like a Chinese, like, James Bond type person. And everywhere he went, it was always some trouble, and he had to dispute it when I saw the other movies. But then when I got older, my dad had to break it down to me, tell me, yeah, he's dead, he been dead. Like, wow. And I found that out when I was real young, so that kind of devastated that somebody I liked was dead before I even knew who the hell they was. That devastated me. So the same love that I had for Bruce Lee, I tried to put into Brandon Lee, but then he wound up dying in '93 from an accident of a bullet being inside a gun. So that kind of bummed me the fuck out. Then one of my favorite girl singers was Aaliyah. I liked her a lot, and she died 2001 in a fucking plane crash, and that shit hurt me. I'm not bullshitting you. That's one of the first celebrities that died that I really actually cried over. I'm like, damn, she dead for real. When I found out, I actually burst in tears. You know what I mean? It was that sad to me, yo. Everybody said, why you care about that person for? She don't know you. You don't, if you was to die, she wouldn't know who the hell you was. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But it's just the love that I had for that person. But I'm learning more with life now, not to just have love for, people who you really don't know like that. Just have a respect for them and a love for them, but realize they people just like you, You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Paul Walker, man. Oh, before I go, yo, I did like Bobby Z too. That was it was kind of a low budget movie, but I still liked it because it had a good story and it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was funny to me. I liked it. I like Bobby Z. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, me and my brother used to joke him all the time. We never called him Paul Walker around here after that movie came out. Because matter of fact, I bought Bobby Z 2007 when I was working at Walmart. I said, oh shit! I said, Paul Walker got another movie. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go buy that. And my thing was ever since '07 was to buy a bunch of Paul Walker movies, and I've been doing it. And then when he fucking died, I'm like, damn, that's something like a celebrity. I really feel a kind of love or affection for a celeb, it's like something fucked up really happens to them. Like, I like the Michael Jackson, but I never try to make like Michael Jackson to a big extent. Like, even though I did, I didn't want everybody to know that I like the Michael Jackson to an extent like that because I always felt like something weird was gonna happen to Michael Jackson though. I always did, you know. So the point is, I'm just trying to show you shouldn't love celebrities a lot. That's my biggest point to the whole thing. But yeah, all right, man. But rest in peace, Paul Walker, man. All right, yeah.